understand the synergy of God. I've got to get them to understand the will of God, the power of God. I've got to get them to understand everything that God is desiring in this particular dispensation. That was slipped in Nehemiah. He had his challenges, but there's nothing like when something is provoked down on the inside. It causes something to begin to show up on the outside. If you're serious about building abundant life, you've got to make up in your mind, I'm not showing up because of the numbers. I'm showing up now because the Spirit had optionized me and released me to do a great work. He had repositioned me and made me the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, the first and not the last, the lender and not the borrower. If you're going to show up, you got to show up with the fire of God. You got to show up with a mind that is totally sold out for God. You got to make the declaration. You got to make the proclamation. You got to make the decision within yourself. In other words, you got to be like Michael Jackson. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm not going to look at this one. I'm not going to look at that one. But before I point the finger, I'm going to look at me. Before I criticize, before I neglect the qualities and the giftings of anybody, I'm going to look at what is taking place internally down on the inside of me. Every now and then, what we got to do is we got to stop throwing stones and really be living in a glass house. We got to make up in the mind, without sin, let that Negro throw the stone. I feel, is it okay to say nigger in this place? I feel like preaching under the fire and authority of the Holy Ghost. I feel God resting down on the inside of me. So I'm looking at Philip, and I believe that Philip was one of the greatest ensembles that God rests in the terra firma in the earth realm. I believe that Philip was a motivator. I believe that Philip, he was an atmosphere shifter. I believe that Philip, he was an agency of change that God released. Because Philip wasn't necessarily looking at his name, wasn't necessarily looking at his title. He wasn't running on, but I'm apostle, I'm prophet, I'm evangelist, I'm elder. Who ordained them? Who ordained this one? All he wanted to do was carry the glory and the power of the revelation of the Pastor, what he did, got everybody together. Whether it was 5, whether it was 3, whether it was 2, and he got them all in one synergy. He got them all connected with the same mindset, with the same thought process. And he said, now, if you're going to move to the next level, if you want to see healing, if you want to see miracles, if you want to see signs and wonders,